Coming at you today with some exciting news for the farm. We're going out to pick up a Nubian, and in this case, a Nubian goat. This is a new bloodline added to our farm. So we cracked open here at the first rise of the sun, the big barn, and pulled out the Aluma cargo trailer, and then plugged the lights in on it, and get it all hitched up. I do enjoy adding animals to the farm. It's kind of an exciting process. Sometimes, the tedious work of hooking up the trailer and, getting the ball on and the pin and putting the chains on and stuff, you can get a little excited and get ahead of yourself. But, don't forget the safety when you head out on a long trip. We're going to be hauling this animal at least 3 hours today. And, that's not the longest trip for an animal, don't get me wrong, but, for a 110-pound goat by itself, 15-degree weather, going 70, 75 miles an hour down the road, yeah, it's a little bit of excitement for them, too. The farm has been looking forward to this for months, folks. Nubians up in our neck of the woods are not easily found. There's a lot of commercial grade goats in the meat area, particularly, and a fair amount of them in the dairy too. And that's fine for most applications. We've got some really nice, alpines right now that are in our dairy, and we've got some fantastic full blood boars. But we'd like to get some Nubian blood going. So we found one that's actually pretty affordable for us, just because, her ear didn't quite work out for showing, and that's perfectly fine with us. So we got the chains on, and we're pretty much, all set to rock and roll on the safety end of things. Before you head out, folks, always make sure that your gear is in good shape. Tires got air in them, got a spare, got a jack. Check all your safety chains and rigging. Nothing like going out and, getting a nice animal. But be careful on the roads. Things happen. You need all your equipment to hang in there. The aluminum cargo trailer, I've done a video on it in the past. I love this thing for hauling stuff, ice fishing and everything. Today, it's all in goats. I got the putting tea carpet down, literally like $20 at Menards. This stuff works great. I got the side dowel cage in on top of it. Got it all strapped down. And we'll be ready to rock and roll. This goat will pick up. We'll bring her back. We'll be on the road for about 3 hours. It's long enough for the young animal, especially when it's by itself and you're not buying a pair. This is the farm once we got there. What a beautiful place. People keep it in nice shape. All I can say is I'm quite pleased. Get this thing unlocked, get the door down, get the goat loaded up, get everybody settled and paid, and back on the road we go. At this point, the kids at home are pretty excited that we get back with this girl, and hopefully within, give or take, 5 or 6 months, we'll have her bred up, and by next spring we'll have little Nubians running around. So here we are after 3 long hours of driving in the morning here. We're finally back on the farm. We're getting the cargo trailer opened up, and there she is. She comes with the name Nova. She is a yearling. She is just a beautiful little Nubian. She's got a kind of a white face and a roan back with a black stripe down her, and she's very pretty. She probably wasn't going to show as well as they would have liked because one of her ears turned a little. Certainly we understand that, and it works out in our favor. We don't tend to show dairy, and that's perfectly fine with us to not have to pay as much then. So we're going to get her haltered up here. We'll get her bred probably in about, give or take, maybe 5 months. 6 months. Then she'll carry her kids for another 5, and then she'll be into our milking herd. She's a little scared to get out of that trailer. I don't blame her. It's a new place. She hears the goats talking in the background. There's cows mooing next door of ours, so she's just not quite sure. We'll take a goat like this. We'll give her her own stall for at least 2 weeks while we, check her stool sample out, make sure she doesn't have any worms or heavy load. And during that 2 week period, we'll check her over for lice and so forth to make sure she doesn't have any of those problems. We'll be able to watch her and make sure she's drinking and eating during that 2 weeks. So for us, it's kind of like a 2 week quarantine. She'll be around other goats, but she won't have actual, play contact with them. She'll just be able to see them through the bars. One of the first things we like to do is weigh her. She weighs in about 110, 111 pounds. It's perfectly fine for about a 11, 12-month-old goat. That's a good size. I really hope she develops a nice udder. Her mother is a champion in the area. As I step into the goat barn here, my daughters are feeding some bottle babies. I'm not the biggest fan of bottle babies, but unfortunately every now and then you can lose a goat. Here's another mama with a bunch of kids in the back. This is Wings. She's a beautiful goat. And here's Nova as she's gotten into her stall. Now she'll be here for 2 weeks, and then we'll let her out into the other dairy goats, and she'll get to know them. But at the beginning, this is where she'll start out. She'll just get used to us. We'll get used to her. Trying to make sure she's healthy and everything goes good with her. Very, very friendly. Been handled quite a bit at the previous owner's place, which is fantastic. This is the back area where the older kids are. The mamas are getting up here to come see me. They like seeing me. Look at those kids come running. They all just want to say hi. It's been a good kidding season for us, folks. A lot of good goat kids on the ground. See if I can go over here and get more of a body shot of Nova through the backside. Oh, what a beautiful doe. She's got some height to her. She's got some good bone to her. I really think, she'll work out great for us. These ladies would all like to come and check her out. And then, of course, back to the bottle babies. I'm kind of drawn to these little kids. Obviously it always sucks when you lose an older doe. But so far we've been able to retain all her kids. The triplets are alive and doing well. It's kind of fun to bottle feed, but after a while it still becomes work. The barn is about probably high 50s in here right now. But again, because there's no mother, and we want to make sure these kids do the best they can, we've got these guys coated. Look at them go at those nipples. They just chug that milk down. My daughter here is just kind of keeping them straight and trying to help them out the best they can. They all kind of got their different sucking techniques. Sure is fun to watch them, folks. What more can you ask for in the farm? Here's one of the creep stall areas. You can see the little bit older goats in it. These goats are anywhere between about probably 6 and 8 weeks. And they're just looking fantastic, folks. The kids on the farm are doing well. The boars are doing fantastic. The horses are doing well. The cattle are doing well. And it's going to be a real honor and a pleasure to start probably within about 12 months milking Nubians. Thank you for watching. Please like or subscribe, and we'll keep putting out great videos like this on our homestead. Thank you, folks.